afternoon then, guys. Welcome back, non-league to Premier League. How are you all? I've missed yous. I don't know if you've missed me, but it's been a bit weird not doing anything, not doing any recording. Forgot where we were in the game, but I remembered that we last played Man City. Obviously, we've got the FA Cup coming up, which is today, our semi-final against Everton on our trip to Wembley. So, let's see what we can do and see if we can get into it, shall we? So, in terms of our results, if I can go into our schedule here, you was last with us for the defeat for Man City. Since then, we beat Burnley 2-0, very, very routine, and then we thumped Watford away. Has to be said, that scoreline doesn't do the game justice. We could have had a ton more goals, and actually so could Watford. They probably deserved a point out of the game. Very, very close, but we was very clinical. Rony Lopez had a superb game, and it's got to be said, Miles Vilar in goal as well made so many key saves for us. I'll bring up the match stats for you so you can see what I'm on about here. Really, really close. So we had 22 shots, 13 on target. They had 17, 10 on target. Obviously, we edged possession. We were the better side, make no doubt about it, but Watford did really give it a good go for us. So, in terms of the Premier League, we are still sat in 6th. United are not really losing any grounds. They beat Newcastle, which was a good job for us. We're currently 5 points ahead of Newcastle, but we have a game in hand. So if we win that game in hand with 4 games left to go, we will be 9 points clear. So unless we drastically drop off now in the last part of the season, we are guaranteed European football next year. Yes, it is only going to be Europa League unless we somehow manage to overcome Arsenal and their huge goal deficit, as well as Man United slipping up. It's very, very unlikely that we'll get Champions League spots. It really is possible, but very, very unlikely. Saying that, though, Newcastle themselves did just beat Man City 2-0, so you never know. Football's one of them funny games, isn't it? Anything can happen. So I'm excited to get into things today, guys. We've got a couple of injuries out. Yeah, that makes sense. It didn't make sense when it come out of my mouth. You know what I mean? We've got a couple of players out injured. Nobody too influential, really. Chowdhury's the man there, but Sessegnon has absolutely made that midfield spot his own. So that's who we will be entrusting today. We have been switching Gibbs White out as well halfway through games for Timo Werner or Louis Barry and playing Madueke in a 2 up front. It's been working quite well. Everybody's at a good fitness level, so there's no excuses for today. We should be absolutely smashing Everton. They're down by the foot of the table, struggling to stay in the league. It's a must win for us, guys. It is a must win. If we win this, Liverpool just beat United in the other semi-final, so we will be back at Wembley with a Liverpool FA Cup final. Obviously, this is our first chance at proper silverware, so we're hopeful. I mean, we've got a squad well capable of doing it, but to we've got to put the pressure on, and that all starts today with the game against Everton, which I thought I'd already got to, but I haven't. It's been a while since I've recorded, so I do apologise. It would have been much better if we was ready to jump straight into the game, wouldn't it? Arsenal then are playing today. Also, we have beat Everton. Look how many times we've won. Oh, is that going to be one of these slippy up games now? We're not going to switch the squad around for the FA Cup. Normally, I would. Earlier in the cup stages, I switch around quite a lot, but obviously now that it's in sight, we are playing our strongest 11. So I'll show you how both the teams are lining up very, very shortly. Come on, PC. There we go. So we've got Madueke up top, Vinicius Jr., Gibbs White, and Rony Lopez in the attacking mid spots. Gravenberch and Sissegnon behind. De Jong, Darby, Turinga, and Aarons at the back, followed by Vilar in goal. If you have a look at that Everton side, other than Gomez and Smith Rowe, you might not know a lot of the names, honestly. Team full of quite a lot of regens. They got nobody of note down on the bench. Let's have a look at what they're like. They're forward, actually, in Joshua Zirkzee. Very good. Not too bad at all. Hasn't scored a lot of goals. Not the best of ratings, but attribute-wise, solid. Obviously, Emil Smith-Rowe, everybody should know. Very, very good youngster. I mean, he's 25 now in this save, but solid inverted winger / inside forward. Reece Nelson, 26 years old. none too shabby. But I think we've got a stronger side. We should win this game. I'll be very upset if we don't. And we are going to assertively say then to the boys, I expect you to come back after the match as finalists. I expect to win here, and you better deliver. We've got the best defence in the FA Cup. I'm proud of that record. He's playing there at the moment. Any team would miss a calibre player of Scott's calibre. Right then, that can come into latest scores for the Premier Division. We'll keep up to date with the Arsenal-Watford game. Lopez with the corner then. Whips it into Ringers there, and it's just over the bar, and 5 minutes in, we're already looking very dangerous here. On the attack again, Gibbs-White gets the ball back to De Jong. Cuts inside, plays it to Sisson-Jaeger, out to Max Aarons, and Aarons takes it on. I expected him there, to be honest, to lay it off to Rony Lopez. Decides to take it all on his own. Only the third goal of the season for Max Aarons. He's got quite a few assists and he's played really, really well. But that was spectacular. Sisson-Jaeger straight over the top. He's in tons of space, takes it down, bang. 1-0 Wolves and Everton. They're shook early doors, which is good for us. Time's ticking down a little bit then. 15 minutes gone now. Not an awful lot happening. We're dominating the game in terms of possession. There's not many chances being created, in all honesty. We are just going to tell the lads to show a little bit of creativity. Taringa, for some reason, is upset by that feedback. Everton now starting to come back into the game a little bit, which is not something that we want. So just before half time, last 10 minutes, just going to demand more out of them because they're letting it slip a little bit here. And the time, boys and girls, is just absolutely flying away. 1-0 then at half time. Very, very little going on. I mean, we're happy if the final whistle goes now. Let's be honest about it. Don't get complacent out there. We need you to carry on. So Vinicius Junior's not having a good game today. Lopez, is not having a good game today. Madueke not having a good game today. Today is not the day to be having a bad game, fellas. So I'm going to ask them for 10 minutes of passion. Let's see how we get on. I mean, we are dominating the game. It goes without saying, but 1-0 is a very risky scoreline, isn't it? As Sisson-Jaeger finds Aarons again, surely not going to go for the same goal. Aarons then gets it back in. Sisson-Jaeger, Lopez. The pass from Lopez was awful. Taringa is there, though, to wipe it up. Svilar, build from the back now. Tries to go long, finds Gibbs-White. And then Sisson-Jaeger over the top for Madueke. It's a lovely ball, but leaves him with a lot to do. And Bremer brings him down. Looks a little bit weak, but he did get his leg out there. Lopez is going to step up. Penalty taken and nearly saved by Laban. Nearly. Very nearly. Keeper definitely got a hand on it, but just a little bit too powerful, we think. As we see it now, a little bit slower. Keeper, well, I mean, he dives and then pulls his hands back. You'd be screwing if you was the Everton manager. Absolutely screwing. Drop a little bit of praise on the boys. There's no need for them to be getting nervous or upheaval, like any form of upheaval. We've got Chelsea next in the league, so this will really build a bit of confidence for us. Chelsea are sat top at the minute and destroying teams for fun. As Laird then brings it inside. Zerki gets the ball. Gomez doesn't get past Max Aarons, and Vinicius Junior's the man who's going to get it. A great counter-attack opportunity for us. Goes wide, out past his man, cuts inside, shoots, and it's wide. He had options in front of him. He really did have options in front of him. So for the last 15 minutes, we are going to change things up. We are going to bring off. Who do we bring off now? Everybody's stepped up their game a little bit. And it feels a little bit bad to be bringing Gibbs-White off when he's having probably one of the better games he's had in a long time. So, Gravenberch is not having the best of games at all. So what we'll do is we'll bring off Gravenberch. And we will make our box-to-box Alex Bentz, who will support. Obviously, we don't want three playmakers in the middle. That's probably why we struggle at times. So should look at the tactics there. And who else is either tired or could do with a bit of a rest? Apologies. Not all that many people, in honesty. So we'll just leave it at that for now. 10 minutes on the clock then, guys. It's counting down and it looks like a comfortable win for us in the end. Not the most of convincing wins, but a 2-0 lead. Well, a 2-0 win will be good. Gibbs-White gets the ball, cuts inside. Options with him. Plays it back to Sessegnon. Alex Bence out wide to De Jong. Can he get a ball in? No, he goes back to Bence, back to De Jong. He's going to come back inside again, surely, isn't he? No, he tries to find the ball in. Bence headers it down. It finds Vinicius Jr. Bence again. Out wide to Max Aarons. In for Maduka, and that was absolutely delightful. Didn't look like we was going to be able to penetrate the Everton defence there. There was players grouping around really well, and Gibbs White done brilliantly to find Vinicius Jr. Gibbs White then plays it back. Obviously, Bence gets the ball. Aarons is in receipt out on that right hand side, puts a lovely little cross in, mid level in the box, and that's a really nice finish by Sean there. He is onside, there's no question about it. Oof, 3-0 victors on the day, well worth it, and a corner to come in before the end as well. It's cleared. Vinicius Jr. is going to pick up the ball, but I would imagine end of highlight. No, Vinicius Jr. does come forward and shoots straight down the middle of the goal. Normally, where corners are concerned, people, well, we've seen it time and time again, haven't we? As soon as that ball's cleared, the highlight ends, but it didn't today. And that then, 3-0, we are in the final. What a dream. So we're going to be facing Liverpool. Liverpool at Wembley at the end of the season. I am going to passionately say congratulations, lads. You've all dreamt of playing in the final, and now you're going to be doing it. I'm delighted for you all. Delighted for me as well. Obviously, we've got to a cup final before. Last year we was in the League Cup final. That didn't end too well for us, did it? 2 million there nicely for getting up into the final. Defensive work was top notch, Mr. Aarons. We won't go into the press conference. That's the word I was looking for. It was right in front of me, guys, and I just absolutely went blank and had a brain fart. So what I am going to do then is the next episode, providing everything is still going swimmingly well in the league, I'm not going to come back for the league. Purely for the fact that if we're going to just easily finish 6th and into the Europa League, there's nothing really going on that we need to see. There's no game there that is huge, like against, for instance, the Baggies, or if it was against Newcastle, so that we could show us extending our lead over them, or them potentially catching us up. If there was twists and turns like that, then I might, but providing we haven't lost like 3 games on the bounce and we're not going to qualify, if that's the situation, I will bring us back for another Premier League game. Otherwise, we will play the FA Cup final in the next episode, and the episode after that will be the transfer special and the start of the new season. It really is good to be back. I hope you guys are glad we're back. Thank you very much for all your support. It's been greatly appreciated on the channel. We are growing at the minute, so that's fantastic news. Take care of yourselves, guys, and I will see you very soon. Tatty bye.